He thought it was the funniest joke of the week. But when that hot coffee hit her hair and ran down her uniform, every soldier around him stopped laughing. Because the woman he humiliated wasn't who he thought she was. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. It happened during a scorching afternoon training break at a remote desert base. The air shimmered with heat, sand dusted every boot, and laughter echoed across the open yard. A group of soldiers gathered near the mess tent, trading jokes and stories to kill the boredom between drills. Among them stood Private Cole Warren, a man known for his bold humor and careless pranks. He had that smirk, the kind that drew others in and dared them to laugh along, even when they knew it might go too far. That day, a new face joined their group. A woman in her late 30s, standing quietly in line for coffee. Her uniform was plain, her cap pulled low. She didn't talk much, didn't boast about rank or experience. She just observed, calm, focused, unshaken by the noise around her. Cole noticed her immediately. "Who's the new recruit?" he joked loudly. "Looks too serious for boot camp." His buddies chuckled, eyes flicking toward the woman who gave no reaction. Then, with a mischievous grin, Cole grabbed his mug of steaming black coffee. "Let's see if she can take a little heat," he said. The group laughed nervously, unsure if he was serious. But before anyone could stop him, Cole stepped behind her and tilted the cup. A dark stream of coffee poured over her head, dripping down her hair and soaking the collar of her uniform. The heat made her flinch, but she didn't scream. Her jaw tightened, her eyes closed briefly, steadying her breath as laughter erupted around them. "Lighten up," Cole laughed, just breaking in the new recruit. The laughter started to fade when she turned. Slowly, calmly, and that calm was terrifying. Her eyes locked onto his, with a stillness that froze the desert air itself. "Private," she said evenly. "What's your name?" Cole's grin faltered. "A Cole Warren, ma'am." "Good," she replied. "You'll remember it when I write the report." The other soldiers fell silent. One of them muttered, "Report?" At that moment, the base commander emerged from the tent and stopped cold when he saw her. His face went pale. "Admiral Pierce," he said, his voice tight with shock. "Ma'am, I wasn't informed you'd arrived early." The word Admiral cracked through the air like thunder. The group's laughter died instantly. Cups froze mid-air. Cole's heart dropped into his stomach. He stood there, drenched in guilt, realizing he'd just poured coffee on a decorated admiral, the highest-ranking officer to ever visit their division. The silence felt endless. Even the wind seemed to stop. Then Admiral Pierce took a step closer, her boots pressing into the hot sand, the coffee stains still glistening across her shoulder. "Private Warren," she said softly, "when you wear this uniform, every act reflects the Navy, including how you treat those you know nothing about." He couldn't speak. He just stood there, his face burning hotter than the desert sun. She turned to the other soldiers. "Laughter is easy," she said. "Discipline is harder. Remember which one keeps you alive." Without another word, she walked toward the command jeep, leaving behind a ring of stunned silence. Cole watched her go, the woman he'd mocked now commanding the very ground he stood on. That night, he couldn't sleep. The sound of that coffee hitting her uniform, replayed over and over, burning through his mind like guilt he couldn't wash away. The next morning, before dawn, he was at the mess tent again. This time, not to laugh, but to apologize. When she passed by, he stood at attention, voice steady but low. "Ma'am, I was wrong. I'm sorry." She stopped, glanced at him, and nodded once. "Then learn from it." That's what soldiers do. Because respect isn't earned by power. It's earned by humility after failure. Because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits and it finds its way back. And somewhere on that desert base, one soldier will never forget the day he threw coffee on an admiral and learned what leadership truly means. If this story touched you, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful real-life inspired stories like this one.